The spring sunlight filtered through my parents' dining room windows as the family gathered for what Mom called Celebration Sunday. I watched my son Marcus, 10 years old with his father's dark eyes and my stubborn chin, sit quietly at the kids' table while my sister Jennifer's son Tyler strutted around showing off his new phone. "Everyone gather around," Dad announced, his voice carrying that particular tone he used when he wanted to make a point. "We have some exciting news to share." I stood near the kitchen doorway holding my coffee, already knowing this wouldn't include us. It never did. Jennifer beamed as she positioned Tyler in the center of the living room. My brother David and his wife Amanda flanked them, phones ready to capture the moment. Mom dabbed at her eyes with a tissue, and the performance hadn't even started yet. "Tyler," Dad said, pulling an envelope from his jacket pocket. "You've worked so hard this year. Straight A's, captain of the soccer team, early acceptance to state university." Tyler's grin widened. He was 17, tall and confident in the way kids are when they've never been told no. "We're so proud of you," Mom added, her voice thick with emotion. "So we wanted to do something special." Dad handed over the envelope. Tyler opened it and his shout of joy made Marcus flinch beside me. "Car keys? You bought me a car." The family erupted in celebration. Jennifer hugged Tyler while crying. David clapped him on the back. Amanda was already posting photos to social media. Dad led everyone outside to see the silver sedan in the driveway, a bow stuck to the hood. I stayed in the doorway with Marcus. "Mom," he whispered. "Can we go see?" "Sure, buddy." We walked out together. The family crowded around the car, taking turns sitting in the driver's seat checking the sound system. Tyler revved the engine while everyone cheered. Marcus stood at the edge of the lawn watching. "Pretty cool, right?" I asked quietly. He nodded, but his eyes held that particular sadness that broke my heart every single time. After 20 minutes of celebration, we drifted back inside. Mom had set out cake because of course she had. This was a production. "Marcus," Mom called as we entered. I almost forgot. She reached into her purse and pulled out a small plastic bag, 3 pieces of candy from the dollar store still attached to the cardboard backing. "Here you go, sweetie. I saw these and thought of you." Marcus took them, his small hands gentle. "Thank you, Grandma. Dollar store candy is fine for your son," Mom said to me, not even lowering her voice. "Tyler's the successful one. He's earned real rewards." "Tyler works hard," Dad added, nodding. "He's going places. Got the grades, the ambition, the drive." The implication hung heavy. "Unlike your son. Unlike you." I smiled and set down my coffee cup. "Thanks for thinking of him, Mom. We should get going." "Already? We just cut the cake. Marcus has homework." In the car, Marcus held his dollar store candy and didn't say anything for 3 blocks. "Mom." "Yeah, buddy. Why does Grandma like Tyler better?" I gripped the steering wheel. "It's not about liking anyone better. But he got a car and I got candy. Tyler's 17. You're 10. When you're 17, things will be different." He nodded, but we both knew I was lying. Things wouldn't be different. They never were. That night, after Marcus went to bed, I sat at my kitchen table with my laptop and looked at my calendar. The emails were already coming in. From Mom. Jennifer's engagement party, June 15th, Oakmont Country Club. Save the date. From Jennifer. Need to finalize numbers for the venue. So excited. From David. Mom said you're helping coordinate? The club has our deposit. I closed the laptop and poured myself some wine. 2 weeks later, my phone rang during my lunch break. Mom's name flashed on the screen. "Honey, we have a situation." "What's wrong?" "The country club called. They said they need the owner's signature to process our deposit for Jennifer's engagement party. Some new policy. Can you believe the bureaucracy?" I took a sip of water. That does sound frustrating. They gave us some name, a property management company. Westfield Holdings. Do you know anyone there? Maybe you could call them? I'm sure it's just a formality, but Jennifer's panicking. Westfield Holdings. Yes. They manage the club now, apparently. New ownership as of last year. The woman on the phone was very firm about needing authorization signatures. I set down my water carefully. "I'll look into it." "Oh, thank you, honey. I knew we could count on you for something." I hung up and stared at my phone. Westfield Holdings. The property management company I'd created 6 years ago. The same company that now owned Oakmont Country Club, the Riverside Event Center, the Grand Hotel's ballroom, and 4 other premier venues in the county. My phone rang again. Jennifer this time. Did Mom call you? Just now. This is a disaster. The engagement party is in 8 weeks. We have deposits down, invitations ordered, and now they're saying we need some signature from the owner? Who even is this owner? Some corporate suit who doesn't care about people's important events. I'm sure it will work out. Can you help? You're good at this stuff. Making calls, handling paperwork. That's what you do, right? I'll see what I can do. Thank you. God, I don't know what we'd do without you handling the boring stuff. The boring stuff. Like building a property portfolio worth $43 million. That evening, David called. Hey, so this venue thing is getting complicated. Mom's freaking out. Jennifer's crying. Dad's threatening to sue the country club. Sue them for what? Breach of contract or something. He's furious. We've been using that club for every family event for 15 years. His retirement party, Jennifer's graduation, Tyler's soccer banquets. And now some new owner is playing hardball. New ownership often means new policies. Yeah, well, this owner better figure it out fast. We've got Jennifer's engagement party in June, Tyler's graduation celebration in July, Mom and Dad's anniversary party in August. 3 events already booked and paid for. I pulled up my company files on my laptop. Sure enough, all 3 events. All at venues I owned. That's a lot of events, I said. Tell me about it. And now this ownership signature thing is holding everything up. Mom tried to get the club manager on the phone, but apparently everything goes through this Westfield Holdings company now. Very corporate. Very cold. I'm sure they have their reasons. Whose side are you on? I'm not on any side, David. I'm just saying businesses have processes. He sighed. Can you at least try to help? Make some calls? You're good at the background stuff. The background stuff. The boring stuff. The things that don't matter because I'm not the successful one. I'll make some calls, I said. 3 days later, I received an email from my property manager, Linda, who handled day-to-day operations for all my venues. Sarah, your family has been calling multiple times daily. Your mother showed up at the country club in person and caused a scene with the events coordinator. Your father threatened legal action. Your sister offered to go over our heads to the owner. Should I continue standard protocol, or do you want to handle this personally? I wrote back, continue standard protocol. All events require owner authorization as stated in the new contracts. Linda replied, understood. For the record, I've never seen your family treat service staff this poorly. The coordinator almost quit yesterday. That night, Mom called again. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Do you know what they told Jennifer today? That without owner authorization, they'll have to cancel the reservation and we'll lose our deposit. $5,000. That seems like something you should take up with the venue. We are taking it up with them. But they keep saying it's policy. New ownership, new rules. Well, I want to speak to this owner. What kind of person creates policies that ruin families' special events? Maybe they have good reasons. Good reasons? What good reason is there to hold people's celebrations hostage? I didn't answer. Jennifer's devastated, Mom continued. This was supposed to be her perfect engagement party. We've been planning for months. And Tyler's graduation celebration. That's already got 50 people confirmed. And your father's retirement party in September. We've had that venue booked for over a year. You have a lot of events planned. Yes, and now they're all in jeopardy because of some corporate owner who won't sign a simple authorization. It's like they want to destroy our family milestones. I'm sure that's not their intention. Well, what is their intention then? To make our lives difficult? To flex their power? It's cruel, that's what it is. Cruel. Like giving a 10-year-old boy dollar store candy while his cousin gets a car. Maybe you should speak directly with the owner, I said. I've tried. They won't tell us who the owner is. Everything goes through this management company, Westfield Holdings. They're like a wall. No one will give us answers. Have you tried asking me? Silence. What? You've called me 3 times now asking for help. But you haven't asked me the right question. I don't understand. Who owns Westfield Holdings, Mom? More silence. Then, how would you know that? Because I created it. 6 years ago. Right after Marcus was born, and you told me I'd never amount to anything because I'd chosen to be a single mother. I heard her breath catch. The country club you love so much? I bought it when the original owners retired. The Riverside Event Center where you held Tyler's soccer banquets? The Grand Hotel ballroom where Dad's retirement party is booked? Also mine. Every single venue you've used for family events in the past 4 years. I own them. That's not possible. It's very possible. I'm the owner who needs to authorize your events. I'm the person whose signature you need. Me. The one with the unsuccessful son who only deserves dollar store candy. Sarah, Linda will email you the authorization forms tomorrow. For Jennifer's engagement party. You'll need to read the new contract terms carefully. There are provisions about how venue staff are treated. Respect requirements. Dignity clauses. We didn't mean. Yes, you did. You meant every word. Tyler's the successful one. Marcus just gets candy. I handle the boring background stuff while you celebrate the real achievements. How long have you owned these venues? Does it matter? We've been coming to these places for years. You never said anything. You never asked. You never ask anything about my life. My work, what I do when I'm not at family celebrations watching you fawn over Tyler and ignore my son. Dad's voice came on the line. Mom must have put me on speaker. Now wait just a minute. No, Dad. You wait. Every authorization form will require a meeting with me, in person at each venue, where you'll meet the staff you've been rude to, the coordinators you've threatened, the managers you've tried to intimidate. And you'll apologize. This is blackmail. This is business. These are my properties, my staff, my reputation. If you want to use my venues, you follow my rules. That includes treating people with basic human decency. Jennifer's engagement party will happen if you meet my terms. So will Tyler's graduation. So will your anniversary party and Dad's retirement. But not before you understand that the person you've been dismissing for years, the one who only deserves to handle boring background stuff, is the same person who controls whether your precious celebrations happen at all. Jennifer's voice tearful. Sarah, please. I didn't know. You didn't want to know. None of you did. It was easier to think I was struggling, barely getting by, handling paperwork because that's all I was capable of. While Marcus watched his cousin get cars and trips and praise and he got dollar store candy. We'll do whatever you want, Mom said. Just please don't cancel the events. I'm not canceling anything. But you will sign new contracts. You will meet with each venue coordinator personally and apologize. You will attend a meeting with me and Linda where we review proper behavior expectations. And you will write Marcus a letter explaining why he deserves better than being treated like a consolation prize at his own family gatherings. Silence. Those are the terms, I said. You have 48 hours to agree. After that, I release your reservation holds and you can find new venues on your own. I hung up. The next morning, Linda forwarded me an email. Mom had already scheduled meetings at all 3 venues. Jennifer had written a formal apology to the events coordinator. Dad had agreed to the contract terms. And there was one more email from Mom to me, not through Linda. We'll do everything you asked. But please know we never understood how hard you were working. How much you built. We should have seen it. We should have celebrated you the way we celebrated Tyler. We're sorry we made Marcus feel less than. He deserves better. You both do. I read it twice, then called Marcus into my office. Hey buddy, want to help me with some work? His eyes lit up. Really? Really? I need someone to help me review venue contracts. And I thought you might want to see the country club, the one where your cousin's graduation party is going to be. We're going there? We own it. So yes, we're going there. He stared at me. We own the country club? We own several places. Want to see them? He nodded, speechless. As we drove to the first venue, Marcus asked, Mom? Does this mean Grandma was wrong? About what? About Tyler being the only successful one. I reached over and squeezed his hand. Tyler's got his successes. But so do we. And from now on, everyone's going to know it. At the country club, Linda met us at the entrance. Sarah, your mother's waiting in the events office. She's been here since we opened. Good. Marcus, want to meet the people who work for us. He nodded, standing taller. We walked through the doors of my venue, my property, my success. And this time my son walked in knowing exactly where he belonged. Right beside me,